What's up? Welcome into Sports and Shenanigans and welcome into the KCSN studios. Always love being live with a guest in the studio. Of course, this is where women's sports and pop culture collide. I'm your host, Jillian Carol Latrinko. On this show, our whole goal is to celebrate and elevate women's sports. And we have an incredible athlete with us, already doing big things and has major potential and a very high ceiling is what everyone is telling me. Of course, we're joined by Samaya Nichols of KU women's basketball. Welcome and thank you so much for joining us in studio.
No, yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah. All right. So we have to get into it. You might recognize Samaya Nichols' beautiful face or maybe even name because she is an Overland Park native. So Shawnee Mission West grad and obviously playing at KU now. But Samaya, at Shawnee Mission West, you were already building a huge name for yourself. You graduated as a 5-star prospect, 3-time All-State, ranked top 25 in your position in the country, which is incredible. Scored over 1,000 points for the Vikings. What are some of your fondest memories of playing basketball at Shawnee Mission West?
Definitely my teammates. I love them dearly because I feel like they really played basketball for me. A lot of the students and of course, my teammates at the time.
Yeah.
They played soccer and volleyball, and they really just enjoyed being around me. And I used to okay, come back, we're gonna do it again next year. And okay, fine. So just them really playing basketball with me and just for me.
Yeah. Some of the best times I feel like for any athlete is those teams where, yes, they're your teammates, but they're genuinely friends.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
You also were a standout in your AAU days for Missouri Phenom.
Yes.
Who Missouri Phenom has landed a handful of players in the WNBA, probably most notably Nafisa Collier, obviously. But coming out of Missouri Phenom and your time at Shawnee Mission West, you had multiple offers. You had Tennessee, Arizona, Oklahoma, Missouri. What led you to Lawrence, Kansas, and what made you decide to be a Jayhawk for KU?
Every time I get that question, I answer it the exact same because I mean it 100%. But there's really nothing like playing in your home state that supported you the whole time while you were growing up. And it also helps that my grandparents, they just can come to my games.
Yeah.
And for family emergencies, my grandma just recently passed away last year in September, and just being able to shoot down there really quickly and just get with the family.
Yeah. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Well, it's okay.
Yeah. But I do love that you're able to be close to home.
Yes.
Close to your family. And just like your time at Shawnee Mission West, your time at KU has been very fruitful already. So freshman year, Big 12 all-freshman team, you led the team in scoring with 508 points. Sophomore year, you didn't slow down at all. Big 12 first team, All-American. You led the Jayhawks, and this is one of my favorite stats about you, Samaya. You led the Jayhawks, and you were 5th in the Big 12, scoring 18.6 points.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, this is my favorite. That you led the Big 12 and that you were ranked 2nd nationally with 218 free throws made. Yes. Girl, you know how to you could find the bucket. This is amazing. So you became the 2nd fastest player ever to reach 1,000 points for KU. It just took you 58 games. I mean, what has been the best part for the first 2 years at KU for you?
Mm-hmm. Just the support system. And I think seeing the records be broken and just seeing my names pop up on unique things, that was pretty cool in my eyes. I don't ever really buy into it too much because at the end of the day, I just need to play basketball and win.
Mm-hmm.
But it was really cool to see and just the support staff that they give me.
Yeah, you have such a humble confidence in person, but I also feel like that kind of describes you on the court. Yeah. How would you describe your style of play?
I'm very aggressive. Yeah, I'm very aggressive. I smile a lot, but I can't stand the person in front of me. Whoever's guarding me, I can't stand it. But I really just try to dominate anyone who's in front of me.
Yeah.
And be the best teammate I can be on the court. And then after the game, I'm all dandy, smiley. Hey, what's up?
That's the life of a female athlete.
No, yeah,
right.
For sure.
You do it all. You are one person off the court, one person on.
Yes.
I love that. Looking at your 2 years at KU so far, how have you seen yourself grow as a player? Because the numbers don't lie. You obviously have from freshman year, sophomore year, continue to be a big contributor, but you've grown a lot. How would you describe kind of your growth so far?
Okay, so when I first got to Kansas, I started off as like a forward.
Okay.
At KU, that doesn't really matter because we play a lot of guards anyways. So I was just like one of the guards on the court. But I started off as a forward. I was mostly like very passive, very quiet because like
Okay.
we had a whole bunch of seniors. Yeah. And just going all on games, I started moving to the 1. So I played like the 4 and the 1. And then this past season that we just finished, I was just completely the 1. So the transition from like not having the ball in my hands as much, even though I really did. Like I still had the ball in my hands a lot as a freshman.
Obviously, we talked about all the points.
Yes, but it was in my hands 24/7, and just having to distribute to my teammates, make a play for everyone and myself, that's something that's definitely grown.
Yeah. Do you prefer that new position, or what are your thoughts?
Honestly, I don't mind. I see myself, I would literally love to be like a LeBron. Like I want to play 1, 2, 3, 4. If I need to play 5, maybe, but that's not my cup of tea. But I want to like just be very like a hybrid on the court. So I really don't mind whatever is need to be done. That's what I'll have to do.
True teammate right there.
Yeah.
True team player. Love that. Looking at your couple years, your growth, obviously switching positions, who has been kind of vital in your development? Any players, coaches, mentors?
Well, for one, my position coach, her name's Karila Knight. And she's trained me since I've gotten there every single day, every single chance I can get with her. And just she helped with the transition to the point. And then my head coach, Brandon, he's definitely just filled me up with confidence that I can really do anything that I put my mind to. And he gave me that challenge as if like you're gonna play the full-time point and you're gonna be fine. Yeah. And then of course like my mom, she's like the person who escapes me from basketball the most, actually. Yeah.
Is he?
When I talk to her, we do not talk about basketball, which is great in my eyes.
Sure.
But she guides me the best that she can, and she does really well with that. So.
Yeah. Anytime, obviously, switching positions, you've made it look seamless. But how has the team adapted to your personality switching into the one?
Okay. Well, we technically got a new team this year, so I wouldn't say it was a switch to them.
Yeah.
It was just a switch for me.
Yeah.
But I feel like it definitely did help. I attract a lot of defenders, attract a lot of people. So
know that you're dangerous.
just knowing that I can dish it to them and they're gonna hit the shot, they're gonna make good plays. Like, I'd say they didn't have to really adapt, but they just learned that fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's amazing. And KU basketball, by and large, there's just such rich history, tradition. I mean, I feel like Lawrence is like built on KU basketball.
Yes.
Like, how much does it mean to you to play? We talked a little bit about it earlier. Like, there's nothing like playing for your hometown, which is so cool. But in regard to just like the grand scheme, KU basketball, how cool has that been for you?
It's cool, especially when you see like Lynette Woodard. She comes to our games a lot, and Marion Washington. Just seeing them come and support us. And just like seeing the smiles that are on their face whenever like, we're doing good things.
Yeah.
And they come and talk to us sometimes, just give us motivation. But like sometimes they come in our practices and it's like now we have to like, go really hard.
Yeah. You're like, no pressure, but Lynette Woodard's over there.
But it's cool. Just Allen's historic.
Yeah.
And it's so historic, it's so hot, y'all. It is so hot in there. It's so old, but it's perfect. Like, it's perfect.
I love that you bring up Lynette Woodard. Obviously, one of the best to ever do it. One of the best to come out of KU. What does her legacy mean to you? She's just an incredible athlete, incredible woman.
Yeah, she's like, to me, she's like the finish line. Like when it comes to any record, it's like, okay, like that's the finish line. Get to wherever she got.
I love that.
And it's hilarious because I was thinking like, I can't beat her. Like I can't beat any of these records. But she was insane. Like, I watched highlights of her and like, that was a dog. That was a dog out there. And yeah, she's like, in my eyes, she's like the finish line. Like we have incoming freshmen and like my motivation of them is like, look at her. Like, I know it says like me that I'm second when it comes to like 1,000 points, but like I'm all for passing me. Like, I just want the others to be great and just to put on a legacy and continue the name for Kansas.
Yeah. Oh man, I love that. It's like giving me goosebumps. No, but you bring up Lynette, obviously the growth of the game from the time Lynette was playing to even like your freshman year to now going to be your junior year. This game is attracting so much attention.
Yes.
It's attracting so many new fans. I think fans that have been loyal the whole time are becoming like they're deepening their fandom and becoming bigger fans. Like, what's your take on the growth of the game? I know that is a big question because women's basketball in general, really women's sports in general, are just thriving. Well, you bring up Lynette Woodard, who I feel like is one of the first really big names, big stars. And then we look at like today's WNBA and how much growth there has been, more teams in the league, more eyes on it, more people coming to games. It's been so incredible. How much does that growth inspire you as an athlete? And I would say maybe make your passion to go pro, does that impact it? Does that make you want to go even more?
Honestly, yes. I think it inspires like both me, but also like my teammates. Just seeing that all it takes is like, we want to get our school on like the spotlight. So all it takes is hard work, winning, and a personality. When you see a lot of things online and just women's basketball that's being exposed, it's like, okay, like this girl is really good. She has a personality and she plays on a great team. And I feel like we are definitely pushing to be towards like all three of those.
Yeah.
And just getting Kansas on the map, but also that will help with getting like us individually on the map so we continue to grow just past college.
Yeah. I love that every question I throw at you, you like bring it back to your program, bring it back to your team. No, I think that's really admirable that you're like, yes, I know what my ambitions are, but like we also all care about the legacy of the program. I think that is so cool. All right, we are hanging with Samaya Nichols. We are in studio, KSN Studios. If you are with us, stay with us. We're going to step aside for a quick break from our sponsors, but we'll be right back. Stay with us, guys.
Looking for tickets for your next event? Tickets for Less is your #1 source. Save big on every purchase when you use promo code KCSN at ticketsforless.com.
Success in real estate takes more than vision. It takes the right financial partner. When someone takes something rundown and turns it into something great, that's called a comeback story. Like Bryan Group. They take distressed properties here in KC, completely rework them, and then turn them into valuable real estate. But that kind of work needs the right bank behind it. Enter Emprise Bank. They're not about cookie-cutter loans. They saw Bryan Group's vision, backed them, and now they're making big moves in Kansas City real estate. Talk about your partner in possible. Emprise doesn't do one-size-fits-all financing. They invest in potential and back growth. Visit emprisebank.com/KC to learn more. Emprise Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It's playoff time, and if you're still just watching games, then you're missing out. With Pick 6 from DraftKings, you can turn your hoops knowledge into real cash. Just make your picks, track your score, and if you hit all 6, you're looking at bigger payouts than Prize Picks Flex Plays. Nobody's dropping better payouts than Pick 6. Hit 6 picks, and that's 25 times your cash. And if you beat your competitor, you could be looking at a 500 times bag in your pocket. And right now, new customers get $50 in bonus picks with just a $5 entry. The playoffs are on, so why not take a shot at making a little money while you're watching? Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app right now and use code KCSN. That's code KCSN to play $5 and get $50 in bonus picks. Better payouts, bigger wins, only on Pick 6 from DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org in Connecticut. Must be 18 plus. Age and eligibility restrictions vary by jurisdiction. Pick 6 not available everywhere, including New York and Ontario. Void where prohibited. One per new customer. Bonus awarded as non-withdrawable Pick 6 bonus picks that expire in 14 days. Limited time offer. Terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promos.
Hey guys, welcome back in. We're hanging out inside the KCSN studios with Samaya Nichols, going to be a junior at KU. We just heard a little bit about how well she's doing already. So pumped to be hearing from you, Samaya. You got a couple years left at KU. What are some of your goals in regard to personal and with the team as well?
Yes. Personal goals, like I feel like everyone would love to get a player of the year.
Yeah.
And again, like All-American and first team.
Why not?
Yeah. And then I'd say team goals. Definitely like a Big 12 championship. And then to go really deep into the tournament. I feel like we have a great team for that this year. So I mean, we'll see. We'll be working for it.
Yeah, for sure. I love that you brought up Big 12. I had a chance to watch you guys this past season. How cool is it for you guys to be able to play at T-Mobile, in Kansas City? It was a tough year this year, obviously half 4 years behind. Well, didn't go as planned. But how cool is that? Just knowing like your conference is also semi-local for you guys.
Oh, it's great. We don't have to have on a plane
Yes.
a couple days early either. We go like the day before or two, one or the other.
Okay.
And it's just like a good 45-minute drive down there.
Mm-hmm.
And we're also like familiar with the food. So we're eating dinner together and it's just like right there. Like all our families can come. And a lot of like my teammates or families are maybe like 3-4 hours away as well. So it's like they come down too. And it's just a vibe for like,
Big 12 and KC is like, it's so fun.
No, it
I
is.
would have a dog in the fight. I don't have a Big 12 team that I love. Maybe I'll take KU now.
That
But
definitely feels like a holiday.
yeah, party. It's a big party. It's big to do. They do a great job of it, but it's got to be cool for you because the KU alum in Kansas City, like they come out, they show up, which is so cool. Well, we love that you've got a couple more years there, and we trust that you'll continue to thrive. What are you thinking for post KU? Do you want to keep playing? What are some of your desires and passions there?
I would definitely love to keep playing. I'm also studying business management.
Nice.
So I really want to go into like commercial real estate and like have my own firm, So I'd like to play. And I feel like I can do both.
Yeah.
Definitely for that, I can do what I want to off the court and then keep playing and just thriving.
Yeah.
Being happy.
Of course. Do you think WNBA is in your future?
Yes, I do.
So do I. I love that. And as it continues to grow, what are your thoughts about WNBA can possibly coming to Kansas City?
That'd be pretty elite.
Pretty elite.
That's pretty elite, honestly. I can see us having a WNBA team as well. I feel like we have a great city for that.
Mm-hmm.
And, my family can come out.
That's right. I think that would be pretty nice. I also just feel like our fan base obviously supports women's sports. I think it's pretty cool. Well, with the growth of WNBA and just general, we talked about this a little bit, but women's sports, we saw the Unrivaled paid launch, which was so cool. I would call myself like a casual WNBA fan. I'm not watching every single game, every single weekend, but Unrivaled had me hooked. And a lot of it, I think, was the hype on social. What's your take on it? Did you watch? Did you get to experience anything?
Yes. Okay. So I watched a couple Unrivaled games like on my phone.
Yeah.
While I was out at not tournaments, but basketball games. And then I got the chance to go to Unrivaled in Miami, I believe in like
like a month ago or something.
March.
Yeah.
One or the other. Yeah, it wasn't too long ago. But it was amazing. Yeah, the energy was crazy. And it was funny because I think I was like in the back towards like where the players were, like in this little lounge. And like I'm just casually walking past like Candace Parker, like hey. And then like Dwayne Wade was there and like his wife, of course. But the games in general, like it's fast paced, but it's like the energy is crazy. And like the music was top tier. I'm like,
that could make or break it.
Yes, they play music the whole game, but it's like remix of every single thing. Like it's not like one whole song and then the next. It's like remix and it's a vibe. It's a vibe. Yeah.
I love it. What is your take on it? Obviously, maybe for listeners who might not be up with Unrivaled, it is an elective. Like you have to elect to play in this league. So it's essentially like a summer league. So it's a great opportunity to stay competitive, train, obviously. and get paid.
Yes.
Which we know that when female athletes have to look for supplemental salary, pretty much, and I mean, some names don't have to. Obviously, they have different endorsements.
Yeah.
But would you play if invited? And I mean, are you excited? Is that a potential for you?
I would play an Unrivaled.
Yeah.
Yes, I would. For one, it's in Miami right now.
Yeah, I'll take that.
For one, it's Miami. And then for two, like what you said, you get to train like in the off season, you're training, but you're also like building a connection with other players. And then that's another thing that's helped women's basketball in general. Just when you network and build connections, and it's like, okay, now both of you are a team, and now everyone's just getting out there. So yeah, I would definitely play it. And then the court's smaller. It's really like an offensive dominant.
That's what I feel like.
thing.
So many points.
Yes, it's like an offensive dominant type of league.
Mhm.
Of course, you have to play good defense, but like you got all the court. It's 3-on-3.
Yeah.
So I feel like I would love to do that. Like,
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like it lends to your game.
yeah, it's like right up my alley.
Yeah.
I'd say.
You chatted a little bit about this before, and you're, just with the vibe of Unrivaled. How important is a female athlete's personality, their social presence, kind of their overall personal brand? I feel like Unrivaled really has leaned into like style and personal kind of just personality. What's your take on how personalities can impact just the brand, the league,
Yeah.
and everything?
I'd say personality definitely does matter now, at least. A lot of fans, they care about like how you think,
Yeah.
how you dress, and like honestly how you operate on a daily life. They're really intrigued on who you are outside of basketball or just whatever sport a woman would play.
Yeah.
And it's important to really showcase that, because that's what just brings the crowd towards you. And you just have to make sure you showcase it right. Other than that, it's gonna be a crowd, but it's just not gonna be the crowd that you want.
Nicely put. Nicely put. It's so true. Okay, so it's game time. We always play a little game on the show. Today we're gonna play. It's called Start, Bench, Trade.
Okay.
So I'll give you 3 options, and you have to pick one to start. So it's like, boom, love it. That's my go-to. One to bench. Okay, you still like them. They're on your team, but they're on the bench. And then trade. Get out of here. You're moving on.
Okay.
All right, we're starting very easy with Disney characters. So we have Elsa from Frozen,
Okay.
Simba from Lion King, and Maui from Moana.
Okay.
Start, bench, trade.
Okay. I'm gonna bench Maui.
Okay, Maui's a keeper, but she's not starting.
Yeah. Okay. And then
Simba from Lion King,
yes,
Elsa from Frozen.
I'm gonna start Simba, and I'm gonna trade Elsa.
Okay, Elsa, get out of here. I had Simba starting too. Nice. There. Okay, a little more on brand here. Former WNBA players.
Okay.
Sue Bird,
Mhm.
Diana Taurasi,
Mhm.
Lisa Leslie.
Okay.
Start, bench, trade.
Start Lisa Leslie.
Ooh, okay.
Bench Diana.
And Sue,
Trade Sue.
that's a hard split to make. But those names, that's good. Okay, social media platforms.
Okay.
Instagram,
Mhm.
TikTok, Snapchat.
Okay. That's easy.
Okay,
Yeah, we're gonna start Instagram.
okay,
We're gonna bench TikTok,
okay.
and then we're gonna trade Snap.
Boom, out of there.
I was like at trade Snap right now. I need to get off.
What is your favorite? Is your favorite Instagram?
Yeah, Instagram and TikTok.
Okay.
But I'm starting to love Twitter. If you have a good Twitter, then Twitter is it's low key fire.
I know.
It has all the information.
Feel like that. There's so many now. There's like Blue Sky. There's so many, but I'm an Instagram girl. I'm with you. Okay, current WNBA players.
Okay.
Angel Reese, Paige Beckers, Asia Wilson.
Okay. I'll start Asia.
Okay.
This is hard.
I know. You're like, okay,
I'm starting Asia though.
okay, you got that. You got to bench one and you got to trade one.
Okay, I'm gonna bench Angel.
Okay.
And I'm gonna trade Paige, but only because it's her first year, her first couple of games.
This is good.
Only because it's her first couple of games. That's it.
That's a good shout. That makes sense. Okay, fashion trends. We've got baggy jeans. We've got a monochromatic moment, so same color on everything. And like your fancy dress with the sneakers look.
Mm-hmm.
So baggy jeans, monochromatic, dress with sneakers.
Okay.
Start bench
I'm
trade.
just gonna like remember the word monochromatic.
I know.
Monochromatic.
Chromatic.
Monochromatic.
Okay, so that one I feel like is getting traded.
Oh yeah, that voice. Monochrome is gonna get traded. Even I feel like that's my outfit, low key. Because I have green on green. But yeah, that's getting traded.
Okay. There'll be all baggy jeans and dress with sneakers.
Yes. We're gonna oh no, never mind. Monochromatic is gonna definitely get benched, and then dress with sneakers are going to get traded.
Okay, get out of here, dress
Yeah.
with sneakers. I'm
And then
with you.
baggy jeans first. Like,
Cool.
love
Stars.
those.
Okay, I love that. Okay, this is the last one, and maybe it's a little bit telling into the future. I don't know. But WNBA teams.
Okay.
Indiana Fever,
Mm-hmm.
LA Sparks, New York Liberty.
Okay.
So top of the table, popular teams, fire rosters.
Mm-hmm.
You take it how you want, but you gotta start one, bench one, trade one.
Okay. I'm gonna trade trade Fever.
Get out, Fever. Get out.
Yes. I'm going to I'm gonna bench LA Sparks.
Okay.
I'm gonna start New York Liberty.
That's probably the smartest move, being that they win last year.
Yeah.
So, reigning champs. Okay, nicely done.
Thank you.
For our start bench trade, you're our first one to play that game.
Okay.
Very good job. So excited for your future, not only at KU but and beyond. So keep repping Kansas and KU. We're really excited for you, and thanks for joining us today.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Of course, it's Samaya Nichols. You got to follow KU Women's Basketball. Keep up with her on social. Big shout out to Cherry Companies sponsoring our show and making sure that we have some time to celebrate athletes like Samaya right here on KC Sports Network. That wraps up our show for today. Hang out with us next week for more sports and shenanigans.